Hello students. Today we are discussing another important topic of your syllabus, and today's topic is Carnot map. We also use a term for this K-map. Now the K-map or the Carnot map, named after its originator Maurice Carnot. What is the definition of K-map? We can understand K-map by two different definitions. So I'll read out both and then I'll explain what is the main purpose behind this new concept. The K-map is nothing but a rectangle made of certain number of squares where each square representing a minterm or max term. So what you understand with this first definition of a K-map is it is a kind of a drawing, rectangular drawing, which is further divided into many squares and where each square represents a minterm or max term. So I hope you all understand what is minterm, max term. In my previous videos, number of times I told you minterm is nothing but product of literals. And the max term is sum of literals, right? So it's the same minterm and max term. So minterm we are representing, max term representation now using K-map. Another definition of K-map is a K-map is a graphical method. Graphical method means it's a drawing. Graphical method or it's a graphical representation. And what the purpose of behind this representation? It provides a systematic method. It provides a systematic method for simplifying the Boolean expression. Now this is the important thing, that the purpose behind the K-map is to simplify Boolean expression. Now the question arises, so why we need K-map only? We already know algebraic simplification technique. Your question is correct. Yes, algebraic simplification also simplify Boolean expression. But in that technique, we use all the Boolean rules. Like we use properties of zeros, one, identity law, idempotent law, complementarity law, De Morgan's law. So all these rules are used. And if you are not comfortable with these rules, you may find problem in that simplifications. And any student who is have some problem with the mathematical simplifications definitely find some problem in those simplifications. Now this method is for everyone. Any student can find the answer or can simplify a Boolean expression, and you need not to remember any of these Boolean law, because this is done with the help of a diagram, and we all know anything we are doing with the help of a diagram has a better understanding and you can do it more easily because it's a diagrammatically represented expression. So let's understand now how we design a K-map. So there are three situations here for K-map. I'll come to that one by one. First situation is K-map two variable K-map. Means a situation where you are making a K-map diagram for two variables. Let's say variable are AB or XY or PQ, any two variables. So if you have two variables and you are making a K-map for that, I'm discussing that portion. In that discussion also there are two factors. Now two factors are involved here. What are these two factors? The first factor is, are you making a K-map using two variables for SOP expressions, means the sigma is the sign, or two variables for POS or pi is a sign? Which type of expression you want to represent in a K-map? Do you want to represent minterms in K-map, then SOP sigma, this portion, or you want the representation of max terms using two variable, then this is a diagram for that. Now, when I am making a K-map diagram for two variables, let's consider the variables are A and B. It can be anything, but let's consider variable A. So if there are two variables, let's say two variables, so there will be how many squares? Made of certain number of squares. How many squares will be there in two variables? The same rule, 2 to the power n representation. 2 to the power n, and n represent number of variables 2, and that is equal to 4. It means in a K-map there will be 4 boxes, 4 squares. Where are these squares? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the heading part, left side column heading, and this is the row heading. This first column is the column heading, the top row is the row heading. So don't consider this 1, 2, 3, 4. If there are two variables. And AB are the variable, let's say AB, so we are here starting A, representing A in rows and B in column. Same here, A and B. Now A is a variable. Its binary value will be 0, 1, or B binary value 0, 1, A binary value 0, 1, B 0, 1. What is this 0, 1 value? 0, 1 value is gray codes. 0, 1 values are called gray codes. Now what is gray code? Gray code is very important term you need to understand in K-map. Look at this definition here. What is gray code? Gray code is the binary code. It's a binary code in which each successive number differ only in one place. Now this is very important. Each successive number differ only in one place. Differ in only one place. I'll give you multiple examples. First look at this. This position 0 and 1. It differs in one place because it's a single digit number. 0, 1, 1 differs. So let's see here, how can we write a minterm for this? This is a minterm representation. A is a variable. It's a minterm. If A is 0, its minterm representation is A0. Why A0? This discussed in previous videos. If A is 1, A, B is 0, B0, and this is B. If it is pi or max term, if A is 0, it is represented as A. If A is 1, represented as 0. B 0, so it's going to be B only. And if B is 1, then it is. Now coming to the numbering these boxes. Numbering of this box, I'll write a number in a corner here. Bottom right corner, 0, 1, 2, 3. These are what? Numbers. Numbering these boxes. 0, 1, 2, and 3. These are numbers of the boxes. Now what is this? This box number 0, what this represents? Box number 0 represents a minterm. Which minterm it represents? Look at the row element is A0. And what is minterm? Minterm is product of letter. A0 and column factor is B0. What it represents? Row factor A0, column factor B. This is A, B0, this is A and B. So now, what it represents, this is what is AB or this is minterm. And this particular number 3 or 1, this is designation of that minterm or a box number. You can say box number or designation of a. What happens in the case of a pi or POS and max term? Here it is, max term is sum of literal A or B, A or B. Row is A, column B0. Row A0, column B0. Sorry, B. And row is A0 or column is A0 or B0. Same here, this particular represent max term, and this number represent designation. So this is the case as far as two variables are concerned, A, B. If there are three variables, So equation will be, now let's see this. If there are three variables, so let's change this particular definition here. Two variables, instead of this now we write three variables. Let's say three variables are A, B, C. How many combination? 2 to the power 3 is equal to, we'll have 8 boxes, 8 square boxes. So if there are three variable A, B, C, there are two ways. First way is I will represent A, one variable in row and two variable in column, or we can reverse this. So this is the sign, this is for sigma sign, SOP. This is A and this is BC. BC column will have 4 representation, A row will have 2 variable representation, A is 0, 1. So here bit value differs in one place and the BC value, binary value is 0, 0, 0, 1. And now if I write 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, there is a problem with this gray code. What the problem here? Gray code must differ on one particular position. 0, 0, first bit is same, second bit different. So correct. Second and third, 0, 1 differs on first bit, 1, 0 differs on second bit, which goes against the rule of a gray code because the both bits are changing here. So this representation is wrong. So let's change this representation and let's write this 1, 1 here and 1, 0 here. 0, 0, now 0, 0 first bit same, 0, 1 second bit differ, 0, 1 first bit is change different here, 1, 1 the second bit is same. And here 1, 1 is same, 1, 0 is different. First bit same, second bit different. Second bit same, first bit different. First bit same, second bit different. It must go like this. And now A0, what is its min term? A0, A if 1, its min term is A. Here it is B0, C0, B0, C, BC and BC0. Box numbering also goes like this, 0, 1 and now 2 is this. This is not 2. 0, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What it represent? This represent row factor A0 and B and C0. What is this? Min term. And 2 is its designation. What happens to the pi? We have the same representation here. This is A, this is BC. A value 0, 1, BC here. If A is 0, it will remain A, A1, then it is A0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. This is B or C, B or C0, D0 or C0, or B0 or C. Box numbering 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what this represents? Row A or B0 or C. What is this? This is a max term and designation is 2. So these are 3 variable K map. Now let's see 4 variable K map. 4 variable K map will be, now you can see this 4 variable K map. 4 variable. I'll just draw for sigma. You can then easily you can draw for pi. 4 variable 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. This is what is 2 variable AB representation in the row, CD in the column, 2 variable in the column. So we have here 16 boxes, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. First, second, third, fourth, like this. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. A0, B0, A0, B, AB, AB0. C0, D0, C0, D, CD, CD0. Right? Box numbering 0, 1, 2, 3. First row. 4, 5, 6, 7. Second row. Now third row is this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So this is the way we can draw a diagram. What this box represents? This box represents A0, B, 4 variable representation. Here I'll change this is 4 variable K map 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. In the same way we can also draw for pi. So this is the first step in a K map diagram, that you should draw correct K map diagram. What are the next steps in K-map that I'll discuss in my next video.